another go. So the
Yeah.
first thing I want to ask you, sir, like a lot of people wanted to, know, and it's a question for all aspirants. Like being an average student, is it possible to crack UPSC?
It's absolutely possible to crack the UPSC being an average. But I think the chances are actually higher if you're an average student because you don't failure doesn't affect you as much. Um,
Okay.
I have been an average student through my life, average at
Hmm.
best. During my college, I had 13 years, and I struggled to get through engineering.
Huh,
And
huh.
I was a terrible student actually. I found it really hard to get up and go to school. And even in college, I found it really hard to stay in class. I'd spend most of my time outside of class, not by choice though. I used to be sent out of class. But thing is, it doesn't ultimately matter. When you're passionate about something, you will find a way to get there. So how well you are in
Hmm.
academics doesn't have much to do with the UPSC
Huh,
itself. I think the UPSC is
huh.
looking for someone who can deal with situations, someone who can like like
Hmm.
take the bull by its horns, take things that others would refuse to stand in front of.
Hmm.
And that I don't think has much to do with academics. Yes, you do need a certain basic degree of understanding,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I don't see how academics has anything to do with clearing the UPSC. Maybe you might get through a couple of attempts earlier if you're good at
Yeah.
academics.
Yeah.
हमें 10 साल लगे अच्छा पढ़ने वाले एक डेढ़ साल में निकाल देगा ये फर्क है पर
Yeah.
निकाल
I think this gonna be a huge motivation for a lot of the aspirants, like those who are watching it today. Yeah.
and
Okay.
then it's just about not
So
giving up. I think
yes,
that's
sir. Okay. So there's one thing I always wanted to know, like like where you were born and brought up, and what are the basic education you have done before coming to UPSC?
Acha. I was born in Faridabad. My father was an IPS officer as well. So I spent my childhood in Haryana, and then later on I did my college in Chennai, and then after that I did my graduation in electronics and communication. I'm an engineer by graduation, just by
Okay.
graduation. Can't call me an engineer. I'm a BE.
Which college by the way?
Sorry, Venkateswara College, Anna University, Chennai.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a BE graduate at best. I think it would be a crime to call me an engineer. I'm nowhere close. So yes, and then that I went on to serve with the Border Security Force as assistant commandant, and then after
Okay.
that I'm here.
Okay. So you are basically like a Tamilian, or like you are basically
I'm basically
okay. Okay. So like you're just typical born and brought up like a Tamilian who was brought up in Haryana.
yeah, you could say that. That's true. Yes,
Yeah. So do you miss the what you love more, the idli sambar or the parathas?
I think I love both in equal measures. I think I've spent a good part of my childhood in Haryana and a good part of it in Chennai as well. So the idli is
Okay. Okay.
dear to me as the paratha. So I couldn't give up one for the other.
Okay, that's great. And I think while talking with you, the best thing I love about you is that you are a real inspiration for a lot of aspirants because you have cleared UPSC after 6 attempts. So I want to ask you, when everyone gets failed in life, and if I talk about your 6 attempts, so it was like every time you were seeing failure. So what the main motivation was going behind that? No, I have to do it because कभी कभार होता है ना सर मन करता है कि अरे यार ठीक है छोड़ दूँ शायद ये मेरे लिए नहीं है. So what kept you going?
So I think you're being too kind, but thank you. There are people who put in a lot more effort than I have, and ultimately made it, and some haven't as well. But
You are too kind now saying that.
but uh, I never had a plan B. IPS was the only place that I wanted to be in. That's why I quit my job as an assistant commandant in the Border Security Force. I couldn't see myself elsewhere. This is the only thing that I wanted to do. I kept going at it because I didn't have any other thing to do. I didn't have plan B. So during the course of my preparation for the UPSC, I changed 4 optional subjects. And then after I quit the BSF, I failed the preliminary exam twice. And then ultimately, initially when I started preparing, actually, I was good with mathematics. I still am pretty good at it. So CSAT was counted then. It wasn't qualifying. It used to be counted towards the final merit, at least for the prelims. So getting through the prelims was like cakewalk. So I actually cleared the prelims first time, but I didn't have my degree because I had arrears in my engineering. And then I was taking, and then I applied for reevaluation, and then said, let me provisionally take the exam. I'd give you my degree certificate during the interview. But then I never got the interview until 6 years later. That's another thing. And in the course of this, initially when I started, we used to have 2 option subjects for the UPSC. I had sociology and public administration then. And I thought I was really good with public administration. And once the first attempt was over, I was waiting on the results, and the next application was out for the next year's civil services. I was too young. I was 21, 22 then, and I was too naive to understand what the UPSC actually was. So I was asking myself if I'd be in the first 10 or the first 100. So I was thinking there's no point in applying for the exam next year. And then my sister walks up to me and says, "ज़्यादा मत सोचना अपने बाप के बारे में, भर दे." तो I said, okay. भर दिया. तो उसके बाद I realized कि 5 साल और लग गया इंटरव्यू देखने में ही. But तब 2 ऑप्शन सब्जेक्ट थे, and public administration में it used to be 4 out of 600. And I thought I was very strong at public administration. तो finally जब मार्क आया तो देखा तो out of 300 I scored 49 in mains. And I go to my friend and tell him कि भाई ऐसे है, मेरा तो 49 आया है. Initially कह रहे तेरा 49 आया बहुत बढ़िया है, मेरा तो 9 नंबर आए 300 में से. So I didn't do really well. I mean, I didn't do well as well. That's passing the mark. But it's good to think back and those are good memories, I think. And then उसके बाद I switched to anthropology because one of my friends was saying it's a really good option. And then I was in the BSF, and one of my friends with Gujarati literature qualified that year. He said to Tamil Nadu, तो इतना दिमाग क्यों लगा रहा है, Tamil literature भर दे. तो अंदर ठीक है, Tamil literature भर देते हैं. That was my 4th option. And उसके बाद 2 साल prelims ही नहीं निकला. फिर आखिरी में जब prelims निकला था एक बार, I qualified with Tamil literature ultimately. So that's how it is. I think it's about what drives you more, your vision or your failures. I think it's just that, and it's about not quitting.
So when you were continuously, like 5th time you were trying, it's not happening, and when the 6th time you got it, how was the feeling then? Like you jumped out of the place. Yeah, मैंने कर लिया. So how was that day when you came to know that you cracked it?
It was nothing like I actually thought it would be. I thought I'd be jumping in joy, I'd be elated, but then I found it really hard to believe that I had actually made it. After failing for 5 years in a row, I couldn't believe that I had actually made it. I was checking the list again and again just to make sure if there's no spelling mistake or if it actually my roll number. It took like 4 or 5 days for it to sink in. So
you were shocked.
It was nothing like I'd imagined it to be. I thought I'd be jumping in joy. I thought I'd go out partying and all that, but it didn't happen. It took me 5 days to realize that I'd actually made it. So it was nothing like what I'd expected it to be.
Okay. So, you come from a police department, like as you said, your dad was also an IPS officer.
Mm-hmm.
And now, currently, you are also an IPS officer.
Mm-hmm.
So, how does it feel, like, seeing the police department and now being on the police department? Like, how will you recollect from that point?
I think it's something that has to be felt to be experienced. I still can't believe that I'm getting to do what I love the most. And I can't believe I'm getting paid to do this. I do this for free. And so it's I think when you're here by passion, I think every day is a new challenge, and every person that you meet, you can affect in a positive. And it is a little strenuous, if you want to put it that way. But if you enjoy your work, I think it's fun. I come back at 2, 3 in the mornings most times. I have to leave at 9, 10 in the morning sometimes. And then on other mornings when I'm on operations, I barely get to sleep for 2 days in a row. But you enjoy every moment of it. I think at the end of your career, you'll have so many stories to tell. And I think no other service gives you experiences like the IPS does. We used to have our joint director in the National Police Academy. His name was Rajiv Sabharwal. He's the ADG Meerut Range in UP right now. He was an IPS officer by choice as well. And he used to say, service to ek hi hai janab, baki sab naukri hai. So that's what he used to say. And that I found really inspiring. When you do have seniors that are so driven, you always want to give your best.
Okay. So it totally shows that this is your passion rather than your profession.
Yeah, there's nothing else that I'd want more. I mean, if you gave me another lifetime, I'd still come back and join the IPS.
Okay. So, when your dad came to know that you also got selected for IPS, how was his reaction?
He he
उसको क्या क्या हाँ बताओ.
he was actually jumping with joy. He was really elated. He was telling everyone that my son's finally made it and all that. And he was extremely happy. He was more happier than I was actually. And
Okay.
yeah, that because I still couldn't believe that I'd made it, and he was really happy. I think that's something that would stay with me forever. The expression on his face on that day, on my parents' face for that matter, my mother and my father. That's something that I live with for the rest of my life. My younger brother was with me through thick and thin because I had resigned and he's younger by me but he's younger than me by 2 years, and he used to pay for my studies then. And because I quit, हम बेरोजगार थे तो, so
अरे,
he used to pay for me, and then
तो आपने भी बेरोजगारी वाले दिन देखा है तो.
बहुत 6 साल तो बहुत होता है बेरोजगारी.
अरे वाह. तो मतलब कैसा था वो सब टाइम, क्योंकि मैं इसीलिए पूछ रहा हूँ क्योंकि अभी बहुत लोगों के लिए बेरोजगारी वाले दिन चल रहे हैं, लाइक दोज आर प्रिपेयरिंग, सो दे माइट गेट अ लॉट ऑफ इंस्पिरेशन फ्रॉम मी.
सबसे यादगार दिन मेरे ख्याल में वही रहते हैं, बेरोजगारी वाले दिन. So and my younger brother burst out crying, saying, "You ultimately made it. I can't be happy for you." And that left a lasting impact on me. It's still whenever I think of it, it makes me be so grateful for the family that I have. And I think my family was more happy than I was, to be honest. So बेरोजगारी की बहुत कहानी है, तो I don't think I'd be able to share everything here, but so there's this one time there was something that we wanted to buy. And you can think about something. It was a Friday night. Saturday Sunday छुट्टी था, जो भी खरीदना था वो you it's up to your imagination. And then we were all महीने का आखिरी था, and we were all left wanting for money. There were four roommates. 4 लोग मिला के सब पैसा निकाल के देखे तो 300 रुपए मिला.
Okay.
और महीने का आखिरी दिन था, and there was my friend who was saying let's party. तो पैसा निकाल 300 रुपए था. तो हम जाके देखे कि दोस्त गया था दुकान में, लेके 300 रुपए में क्या मिलेगा. नहीं, he was like, what do you want? Went to the liquor store there, and he was like, what do you want? And then he was like 300 रुपए है, क्या मिलेगा. And he was like, he handed him a rum, saying this is the best you can get for 300. He gave the guy 300 and वापस उसने 30 रुपए दे भी दिया. So 270 रुपए में he got himself a rum, and he was really happy with that. And I think those are the days that are the most memorable in your life. I think it's still that day that comes back to me when I think of my preparation. So it's fun.
Okay. So when you get time nowadays, do you meet those friends or get emotional or talking? जो अभी आपने share किया, ये सब बातें करते हो? Like it's still it's a dream for you right now. Like I have spent those days and I'm doing what I wanted to.
That's वो तो.
Ankita ma'am is saying it. Thank you, ma'am.
What? Who's saying what?
Ankita ma'am is also on the session, so he's saying congratulations, Vijay.
मजे ले रही है अंकिता ऐसी.
I did a fun session with her. Like it was amazing. I will upload it after a few days. But it was very fun talking to her.
अच्छा. So you not fun talking to me, I think.
नहीं अरे ये तो उल्टा आपने मेरे को फंसा दिया. ऐसा नहीं है सर.
Of course, I mean, I think those are friends that stick with you for life. I think those friends are always special. And whenever I get an opportunity, I always make it a point to go see them or have them over. I love hosting friends, so either way, I either have them over or go see them whenever I can.
Okay. So I would ask you, like you are working in the Naxalites area, so if you can share your experience, because how does it feel like on field?
Like nothing else compares, I'd say. It's challenging. It's hard on you, but the amount of satisfaction that you derive from a job well done is something that has to be gone through to experience. When you are responsible for the men that you lead, because you are in a position where one decision of yours will kill a constable. If you say go this way, he will go this way. He will not ask you questions. And the men that you lead ask so little in return. They trust you blindly. And so you are responsible for everything that they do, and it's your responsibility to bring them back safe. So Every time you go on an operation, the adventure part is on one side, but on the other hand, the amount of responsibility that you carry, it really weighs heavily on your shoulders, because every operation that you walk into, you don't know if you're going to make it out on the other side in one piece. There could be an IED that goes off. There could be Naxalites that are waiting for you in an ambush. There could be people that are giving up on you. There are people that have revealed that you've gone this way. So every step that you take is a threat. Every place that you stay in is a threat. Drinking water is a luxury. Food is a luxury. You have to spend 3-4 nights in a row in the jungle. You don't get food to eat. You don't get a place to sleep, and you can't sleep in peace. You can't walk without. The jungles that are here, we have elephants here, and we have jaguars here, and so even otherwise, the fauna here is also a challenge in itself. But everything about an operation is a new learning experience. Every time you walk out on an operation, you get to learn something new. You get to learn things that you shouldn't have done. You get to learn from your mistakes. And fortunately, I've been lucky enough to always have brought back my men in one piece, and that's the thing that I'm most proud of. We've caught Naxalites, we've recovered weapons, we've been involved in encounters, we've fired, they've fired. That's one thing. But one thing that I'm really proud of is having brought back my men in one piece. That's nothing else compares. I couldn't ask for more. So that's. I mean, I think you have to be a part of an operation to understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. On that serious note, like, you all are doing an amazing job, and that's I think how you cope up your personal time on that note, because कभी कभार जब operation करते हो, या in your department it's always something with pressurized ये वो. So how you personally take out your time?
I mean, time for yourself is again a luxury in the police. You don't get time for yourself as much. When you're an SDPO, no matter what happens in a jurisdiction, be it 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 12 at night, 12 in the afternoon.
एक तो आप लोगों को time नहीं मिलता, ऊपर से हम जैसे लोग तंग करते हैं, let's do a session.
Fortunately, luckily, आज अभी तक कुछ हुआ नहीं है. So you're expected to be there. So time अपने लिए चुराना पड़ता है, time मिलता नहीं है. So you cut down on your sleep. You do that, or you try to go through your paperwork fast. So maybe what takes 1 hour, you try to complete in 15 minutes. So you have 10 minutes for yourself. Like 6 sets put together, you have 1 hour for yourself. That way, I think finding time for yourself is a little hard, at least in this stage. But it is rewarding. The amount of satisfaction that you derive from this is immeasurable.
Definitely. I want to ask you something, sir. एक हमारे लाइफ में ना, हमारे हर किसी की जिंदगी में एक रैट रेस होता है, specially created by the society. Like, you have to be settled around 26, 27, get married around 30, and then kids, and 50 तक अच्छे खासे पैसे कमा के retire होना है. Sort of like this, might be plus 2 minus.
True.
Do you ever feel that rat race in life, like personally, or if I mean to say in your profession, like, I have to be the IG, DIG, ऐसे करके कोई भी rat race. I might be wrong with the designation, but that rat race, do you feel?
I understand what you're saying. The thing with the police, especially the Indian police services, that your promotion doesn't have anything to do with how well or how badly you perform. It's so after a certain number of years, you will be the SP. After a certain number of years, you will be the DIG, and then the IG, and then the ADG, and the DG, and so on and so forth. So irrespective of whether you do well or whether you don't do well, whether you succumb to political pressure or whether you don't, whether people are happy with you or not, you will reach the apex of your organization with time. So that way, you don't have to be part of the rat race, at least as far as the department is concerned. But otherwise, if you're going to compare yourself with corporate monsters or business people who are leading a much lavish lifestyle, people who are leading an extravagant lifestyle, unfortunately, the society that we live in is very self-centered. And as long as you get what you want done, they don't care much about whether it's right or wrong. And if you were to capitalize on this, there is a lot of money in every department, not just the police. So I think there are officers because of whom the people have lost trust in the police because of what they do, and that's a little disheartening. And that is primarily because they look at themselves as being part of the rat race. इसका घर है हमारा नहीं है, इसके पास ये गाड़ी है हमारे पास नहीं है, इसके पास फलाना फोन है हमारे पास नहीं है.
Exactly.
And if you're going to set material benchmarks for yourself, you can never be a happy man. And if you're going to be a part of the rat race that you put yourself in, there's no end to that. I believe that you are your only competition, and the only thing that matters is being better than what you are today. You have to be a better person tomorrow. That's all that matters. And so long as I'm able to sleep well and I wake up and I know that I've done better than yesterday, I'm happy. There's no other rat race that I'm in. I'm in a race with myself and I win every day.
Wow, that's so beautifully you said. No, I just love that line. You said I'm a race with myself, and I think that everybody should follow. Like we should be race with ourselves. And while talking of doing this session, I always personally feel one thing, sir. कि हमारे जो भी पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट है और एनी अदर डिपार्टमेंट टॉकिंग विद द आर्मी एंड अनदर थिंग ऑल द डिपार्टमेंट यू ऑल डू एन अमेजिंग जॉब. लाइक ऐसा तो कभी होता नहीं है कि सर आज संडे है नहीं थाना बंद करके रखते, ऐसा तो नहीं होता ना. बट समवेयर ड्यू टू सम मीडिया शो ऑफ और समथिंग पीपल से अरे पुलिस वाले हैं वो तो पैसे ही खाएंगे. माइट बी ड्यू टू सम पीपल. हाउ यू वांट टू से लाइक इज दिस that just judging a person with the department, or it's not the right thing has been shown?
I'd say it's just that the wrong things have been projected. The police is meant to be in bad light always because the police is the strong arm of the government. Police does what the government wants us to do. We don't make laws, we just enforce it. And you don't have to agree with the law. We're paid to enforce the law, not to agree with it. There are laws that I don't agree with, but I enforce. And that's what I'm paid to do. That's being a professional. I can't let my personal biases come in there and say, I don't agree with this, so I won't do this. That won't be the right way of doing things. On a personal level, I don't agree with many of the laws that are there in place right now. But I am an officer and I'm paid to enforce that, and I will enforce it to as long as I'm in the service. And there are some people who let their personal interests come in that way. And they try to capitalize on that because wherever there is discretion, there is scope for corruption. And police इतना visible है कि आप जो corruption देख रहे हैं, I'd say it's like 3% of the police, 5% at most. आज पुलिस इतना चल रहा है, देश चल रहा है, it's because of the 95% people that who ask so little in return and give so much. There's this inspector of mine who couldn't go watch, who couldn't go for his child's birth. बच्चे के पैदा होने के 1 साल बाद जाके पहले बार देखे अपने बच्चे को. इतना मुश्किल है छुट्टी और सब पुलिस.
This thing is somewhere. I am sorry to interrupting you, sir. And I personally always feel these things are not being portrayed. Like we only portray अगर किसी ने पैसे लिया वो बड़े-बड़े करके portray करेंगे. But ये सब चीजें नहीं portray होता है.
See, police is taken for granted. सबसे सस्ता पुलिस ये, गली में कुत्ता आ गया 100 नंबर लगा दिया पुलिस चाहिए. अगल बगल वाले घर में पड़ोस में झगड़ा हो गया पुलिस चाहिए. मेरे घर में पानी नहीं आ रहा पुलिस चाहिए. बाढ़ आ गया पुलिस चाहिए. मेरा चोरी हो गया पुलिस चाहिए. बटुआ गुम हो गया पुलिस चाहिए. लेकिन पुलिस का ख्याल रखने के लिए कोई नहीं. I mean public they couldn't care less. The police is portrayed as such, but I think 95% of the police personnel are very committed, and whatever we are today is because of them.
True. आप बहुत अच्छे हिंदी बोलते हो, फिर भी आप डर रहे हो कि नहीं मेरा हिंदी खराब है.
नहीं, बाकी लोग हमसे अच्छे बोलेंगे ना, तो इसलिए हम थोड़ा सोच रहे हैं.
अभी पता है, अभी कुछ देर पहले अंकिता मैम ने भी वही कमेंट किया, कहता कि लाइक विजय स्पीक्स अ नाइस हिंदी, प्लीज टेल अस टू स्पीक हिंदी. So अभी जाके कभी घर वाले या योर मॉम डैड और ब्रदर्स कभी कंप्लेन करते हैं कि यार तू तो इतना बिजी हो गया, आजकल टाइम ही नहीं देता हम लोग.
happens like आजकल तो रेगुलर occurrence हो गया, happens every alternate day, but they do start to understand. But I also believe that I think family is family, so you have to find time for them. When you find time for yourself, you should find time for family. You should learn to prioritize. They don't ask for money. They just expect you to call them once every day for 5 minutes, tell them hello, ask them how they're doing. So I think that's doable. हमको भी अपने आप को थोड़ा ज्यादा सोच लेते हैं कि हमारे वजह से जिला चल रहा है, ऐसे नहीं है बात. पर I think it's कभी-कभी उनका कॉल आता है, थोड़ा गाली सुनते हैं, डांट सुनते हैं, तो थोड़ा इट्स अ रियलिटी चेक।
अच्छा, अभी भी डांट पड़ता है?
हाँ पड़ता है, तो इट्स अ रियलिटी चेक, ठीक रहता है कम से कम। वी गेट बैक टू द ग्राउंड, वी अंडरस्टैंड, प्रायोरिटाइज।
डांट से मुझे एक चीज याद है कि हमारे जो सर बचपन के दोस्त होते हैं ना, लाइक आई वांट टू आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन टू अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल, आप चाहे कितना भी बड़े हो जाओ डेजिग्नेशन वाइज, यू बिकेम द एडीजीपी एंड द सीनियर मोस्ट, बट हमारे जो बचपन के दोस्त होते हैं ना, वो टांग खींचते ही है ना, जितना भी देखे। तो वो होता है आपके साथ?
दैट्स हाउ इट शुड बी। हाँ, हमेशा होता है हमारे साथ, तो दिन भर होता है। अंकिता बहुत मजे लेती है हमारी, तो आई थिंक दैट्स हाउ इट शुड बी। आई थिंक दैट्स द राइट वे टू लिव लाइफ। आई थिंक you're in a profession because you cleared a certain exam, that doesn't define you. It's an opportunity for you to do something for the people, but that doesn't mean that you should stop being who you were with the people that matter most to you.
And I think that makes somebody grounded too. Though you are too grounded, but then also, that makes.
Thank you. It does. It is important, I'd say. Keeps you grounded.
Yeah. So I won't take much of your time. You are quite busy, and it's an honor that you're giving time. I want to just drop a last question to you. That is, if you can share any of your experience from your profession, and I would love if you can share that fire wala problem.
And there's this.
Everybody, those who are watching now, please listen to this carefully. This is a very good story he's going to say now.
There was this sub-inspector who wanted to head a station. The police stations are headed by sub-inspectors generally in rural areas, and in sensitive areas we have inspectors heading the police stations. So there was this one sub-inspector who was really desperate to prove himself. He wanted to make sure that he got an opportunity to prove who he was. तो एसपी के पीछे पड़ गया कि सर मुझे एक मौका दीजिए, बस एक बार थाना प्रभारी बना के दिखाइए, हम केस डायरी ऐसे लिखेंगे सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी बेल नहीं होगा। So SP was impressed, and he was like, okay, he was just waiting for the right opportunity. One of his sub-inspectors retired. Station khali ho gaya tha. And then he posted this guy there. So the second day after this guy assumes charge, what happens is there's kidnapping that happens in the jurisdiction. And then, so FIR लिखना होता है, there was no complaint. पर ऐसे पता चला कि इसका ये हो गया, तो कोई कंप्लेंट करने वाला नहीं था, तो सेल्फ कंप्लेंट पे पुलिस FIR रजिस्टर करता है when you don't have complainants. तो इसमें लिखता है कि महोदय को सादर पूर्व कहना है कि आदमी की चोरी हो गई है। तो that's those are people that keep you entertained during your day. That's a fun part of policing. You'll always come across people like this who
a sort of entertainment also in your in your busy days.
I think this is worth sharing. When I was in the BSF, we used to have something called the Patti Parade. That's basically being punished for whatever it is that you do during training. जो भी बदमाशी करते हैं उसके लिए सामने punishment मिलता है, एक्स्ट्रा फ्रंट रोल करवा देंगे, जो भी करवा देंगे। तो एक बार ऐसे हुआ, हमारे बैच में एक लड़का था जो he was from a village, तो and the deputy commandant that was there, who was in charge of the training, was a little upset with the way our course was presenting itself in front of senior officers. तो हमारा हर दिन एक कोर्स का सीनियर होता है who is responsible for making the course fall in and followed on time, teaching places on time. It's his responsibility to ensure the discipline of the course. तो उस दिन उसका बारी था, तो वो आगे खड़ा हो गया, and then our entire course was there. And then गाली सुन रहे थे, मतलब कि वो सुना रहे थे काफी कि तुम लोग अपने आप को जानो, whatever it is, थोड़ा ज्यादा ही चलता है PSF में, तो सुना दिए थे। तो हमसे ये सुनने के बाद में he was like, it's high time you pull up your socks. और वो नीचे से अपना सच्ची में वो मोजा खींच लिया ऊपर। बाकी लोग इतना हंसने लगे, फिर डीसी हंस के फिर कहा छोड़ दो जाओ। तो so there are moments like this that you for there are always people that you'll come across who will keep you entertained through this.
Yeah, by mistake, if that person is watching it or going to watch it, he gonna personally call you.
नहीं, अभी कॉल करूंगा उसको अभी।
Okay. So it was really so nice to talk to you. बहुत लोग बोल रहे हैं प्लीज ऐड अंकिता मैम, यार अभी तक है कि नहीं मुझे नहीं पता, अभी ऐड करना भी आई डोंट नो. No, she is not there in the live. She's not there in the live. Okay. Not an issue. So we'll try it some other day. Thank you so much.
Sorry?
I couldn't hear you, sir. What do you say?
No, I'm saying you could have both of us someday. if you have the time.
Definitely. I'm going to do it. You know, someday. That will be another funny session, like light entertaining session.
That will be fun. She'll tell you stories about me that I wouldn't bother disclosing. So.
No, then अभी तो मैं जरूर करूंगा सर, उस चीज के लिए आपको भी दोबारा तंग करने वाला हूँ सर, करना है. Okay. So thank you so much, sir, Dilsar, like, you know, giving me this time and opportunity to have you on my station on the podcast. It's really an honor. I really learned a lot of things from you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure, and I'm honored that you choose to spend your evening with me today.
Yeah. Please take care, sir. Have a great day. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, Jai Hind.
Yeah. Bye.